Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. I don't know why, but you are.
What's going on, nerds, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. We are talking all things Miles Morales today, and let's get right into it and introduce the people we have with me this evening. Let's start down there with our buddy Will. What's going on, pal? That's an inside joke that I do not know, apparently.
I think he's shifting into Gear 5. He's about to get goofy on you.
Oh, Jesus. And then let's go to our very own Miles Morales himself, James Fair.
I miss my hair.
Wait, no, his name is Miles Morales.
That's what I said.
Miles Morales is guest. No, you said his name was James Fair. Miles Morales is Miles Morales. That's Miles Morales.
Well, now the cat's out of the bag. Shit, I have to go change my name again.
So what's going on, guys? How's your day going? I know Will's got some awesome news that if he feels like sharing, he can share. But,
No, not yet, because it's not official.
there you go. It's not Facebook official yet. But, James, before we get into tonight's episode, slide over a little bit so we can see your wonderful background. There it is. Nice. Once again, always thank you for making these wonderful backgrounds for us. They always come out superb. And everybody, before we get into it, right at the beginning, James, where can people find your other artwork?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at jfairart. And yeah, that's pretty much it right now. Fiverr is still in the air.
Yeah, you'll get there. I think you need to have your own freaking confidence that we've been trying to nail into your freaking head.
I don't want to sit through a 5-hour lesson. It's an online lesson.
I know. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Just do
true.
it. Do it. But let's get right into the game. Will, I'll let you go first. Talk about the game. Talk about your experience with the story of the game and how it made you feel. Do you think it was a worthy sequel to Spider-Man PS4, or do you think this should have been a DLC to that instead of its own $50 game?
Well, I mean, it wasn't a. Yeah, it was. Was it basic?
It was $50.
I thought it was 40. Or am I thinking the PS4 version? Because the PS4 version was significantly cheaper than the PS5 version.
Ugh.
I don't remember.
No,
Anywho, really, at the end of the day, that's what this is. It's a DLC that they felt was too big to just add on to Spider-Man when Spider-Man already had 3 sets of DLC. Otherwise, I thought it was good. I like how they did it because, like, you have Miles in the situation where Peter is still alive. And
unlike the movie versions.
Well, also, in the other times, this is one of the times where Peter is like fully grown person, and Miles, and both of them are alive. Because if they are the same age when they get their powers, they are alive together as like a spider team, like Disney's Marvel Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I like kind of the twist and stuff like that because the gameplay just felt the same. But they added Miles' abilities into it, which, like, evolved it in a good way. It made the gameplay, you knew what you were doing, but you got to evolve it based on Miles.
Yeah, I think that's a...
It was correct. The PS4 and the PS5 versions were both $50. And it's on sale right now on the PlayStation Store.
Oh, and there's a Wild Susie. She just appeared. And now she's gone.
In here.
I don't
And
care.
now she's
why.
there.
You're
Yeah.
making Joy Boy flicker away. Don't make Joy Boy flicker away.
This seems within the power of Joe Boy.
So James, would you like to go next?
Sure. So it was just after I remember getting like Spider-Man like for Plus. Me and you were talking about how I was excited for this because I was kind of like not expecting or knowing what we were gonna get into with this. Gameplay honestly was really fun. I don't know about you guys, but I love just kind of doing Venom Blast and pretty much everything as I'm swinging, making my swings look more extravagant as I'm going through. Like, then getting lost within hours of doing that, then realizing, oh, hey, I should be stopping crime tomorrow. And then just back to swinging again. But, take it to you.
So, this was a very fun game for me. A very fun game. I don't think it's worth $50. I think it should have been a DLC to the first Spider-Man as more of a holdover to Spider-Man 2 coming out.
Well, let me no. Miles Morales on PS4 wasn't worth it. Because there's a way that the PS5 version is. Because in the PS5 version, it includes the PS5 version of Spider-Man.
Yeah, but if you could still buy it separately, number one, and number two, if you buy it for Steam, it's $50. There's no bundle there. So,
When it
Back-
came out on the system, it was supposed to. It was you got both.
all right. So back
Put me on
to
PS4 because my ass is broken. I couldn't afford a PS5, so I was happy.
Love you.
I love the story. I did find it a little short. It's about half or 3/4 of the way of what the 2018 game was, or that's how I took it as. The suits are cool. The new abilities are cool. It's basically what Will said. It's the same fighting style with Venom Blast and what Miles is basically known for. It's a lot of fun. I think it adds to the story that they're going to tell in Spider-Man 2. I think everybody should at least if you have the extra cash, go get it. I have it for both PlayStation and PC now. So it looks pretty good on PC. Like, it looks really good. It plays well. And if you use a PlayStation controller, it's got haptic feedbacks built in. That's a lot of fun. I did get a little, how to phrase this? I love the Into the Spider-Verse costume because it gives you the slight frames per second delay in the suit.
That's better.
About a half hour, 45 minutes into it, I had to shut it off because it kind of was getting a little headachy because everything else is moving at whatever frame per second my computer's running at, and then Miles is. But overall, I loved it. I love the story. I had an issue with the one-off villain that is the main baddie because, dead at the end of it. It took a little shot at MCU there with all the good villains are dead. But I thought she was pretty good. She's a very, I'd say, a sympathetic villain. Like, you know why she's doing it and everything. But it doesn't stop the fact that what she's doing is very, very bad. And I don't know, James, what'd you think of the Tinkerer?
So, how do I put this? I like her, but near the end, when she realized Miles was Spider-Man, she became such a raging bitch, and I really did not like that.
If I see you again, I will kill you. Yeah, you guys are best
Yo,
friends,
Miles-
but yet you're about to kill him.
Miles was like, listen, I'm trying to help you, and she's, I don't need your help. This world will pay for its sins. And it's just like, but we can figure something out. And that, that made me despise her so much more, because I'm like, you kind of knew what was going to happen to her, because obviously, if you're that into yourself and that belief of that high that the world needs like your vengeance, you're gonna end up dying because you're blind to everything else.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of the Tinkerer being the big baddie and how she affected Miles Morales and basically the story altogether?
Tinkerer was a poopy head.
That's the easiest way to say it. He ain't wrong.
Can we just talk about how, regardless, whatever Spider-Man it may be, Peter or Miles, it always sucks that one of your friends is going to be a villain.
Well, here's the other thing too. I like how they had in Miles where Peter basically went to go visit MJ during that time. Because like you had that risk of Peter taking too much of the limelight during the Miles Morales part.
What about Krieger, the other bad guy? I thought he was just another vessel for the Tinkerer to find her anger, and another bad person for, Miles and her to basically bond over, but yet still fight over. I love seeing the Prowler. Loved it. I loved how he was helping Miles for a good, section of the game, and then you still say you leave him alone. So there's still love there, but I know James really wants to talk about the worst thing in the video game when it came to the Prowler, and it is god fucking awful. God awful.
I personally went, you know what? I'm gonna find this little beat that like his uncle and his father created, because it might be fire. So it's about 3:00 in the morning. I finally find the last sound I need. And all you hear from my room is, what the fuck is this shit? It was awful.
It was horrible. It was so bad. I was kind of expecting the same thing, because it was probably going to be R&B or rap or something along those lines. So I wasn't going to like it already, because I'm not into that kind of music. But I was, still going to do it to, hey, it's something to do in the game, something to complete the game with. I'm not doing it on the PC version. Nope. That can stay undone.
But you might be able to mod it to change the song.
I didn't think of that. I haven't modded any of my games yet on PC, even though I know Steam allows it and Steam has its own thing for it. If anything, I would just try to, as much as I like Miles, I would try to bring in more suits and everything, and probably change him out with swinging Homer Simpson. Or Peter Griffin, or Bartman.
Oh my god.
I wanted, if I do get PC, I kind of want to mod it, so I changed mine to Joseph Joestar. JoJo fans out there,
So, another great part about this game is you really, like, in 2018, you feel like you're Peter Parker. In this game, you feel like you're Miles. And you're playing the game through Miles as they intended. But exactly what 2018 did, this game does it to 100%. You feel everything Miles feels. Like that point on the bridge where he's like, and they still, he cleans everything up, saves everybody, and they still point the gun at it. I'm like, yo, this is fucked up. Yo, this is like really fucked up. And, even there you see injustice going on a dude that just saved everybody. And I'll bet somebody money that if it was Peter Parker's Spider-Man, that wouldn't happen. We don't know, but, But, back to the tanker and everything. That ending fight where everything's going on, I wish they did it better, though. Because, he takes all that shock into him that he's going to have to unload, and she's like, just let go. Just let go. Kill me, basically. I go, you guys could have... It felt like the whole last, 10, 15 minutes felt rushed. I don't know how you guys felt to it.
It definitely did feel like, how to put it, it felt rushed. You're like, hey, here's the fight. All right, come on, guys, this chain of events happening. I wish we had a little bit more of spacing, a little bit, if that made any sense.
Yeah,
a little bit more.
It makes sense.
Yeah, to kind of make you understand the threat and the danger that is going on in that very second.
Okay. Yep.
And like, If that makes any sense to you, I don't.
No, it does. It does. It felt like the pacing was off. It really did. And then boom, game's over. Also, for anybody watching right now, the Across the Spider-Verse movie is out on digital, and if Will and Susie would like to check my YouTube at their house, it is there waiting for them. Because AJ is a awesome friend.
You limp liquor.
I also watched it already, so.
Super Mario Brothers is now streaming on Peacock.
Okay.
On me?
Yes, it is streaming on you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're gonna get that joke.
Jesus Christ. No, I really enjoyed it, and I really like how we're doing this episode and these upcoming episodes just as people are going to be able to see Across the Spider-Verse at home and everything now. Because hopefully that introduces more clicks onto the Nerds podcast. So, hi everybody. If you're new, hit that like button, subscribe, follow, do all that great bullshit shit. But I watched the movie, and I know we got an episode coming out on it. It's like there's like 20 minutes left, and I'm like, they're not leaving this on a cliffhanger.
You should have known. You know, they had made a public announcement that the second Spider-Verse movie is 2 parts.
I don't read that stuff, especially since I haven't seen the movie.
AJ, put it this way. That might change one of my costumes for con next year. Yes. Yes.
Oh my
I
god.
want-
Except
Oh my
part three
god.
now delayed indefinitely.
Yeah, it sucks, but that's, you know, if that's what needs to happen for the writers to get a fair wage and...
Well, yeah, absolutely. It's just like, aww.
It sucks. It sucks, and we're unfortunately going to take the back end of it. But what are you going to do?
It's like Sonic and for Sonic 3, they're gonna start filming the stuff for the scenes where there's no actors in. It's just like Sonic and them.
Yep.
Just to get it done, so that once an agreement is made with the whole strike thing, then they can just start. They're already in filming, so then the actors can just come and just start.
Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but I know for at least myself, they need to make a decent wage, and they need the absolute, you know, guarantee that they're not going to be replaced with AI people and all that stuff. Hey, we're going to pay you for a week's worth of shooting. Going to take your likeness and use it, and goodbye. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
AI in that regard is a problem.
It very much is. It very much is. So, guys, any final thoughts about Miles Morales' Marvel's Spider-Man game? I'd go play it. I'm probably going to be done with this. Then I got my second show that I'm going to do tonight. And then I'm probably going to go play that.
What you doing?
I'm currently in production steps with Justin Hayes. He's our good buddy Ryan Fry's, the wrestling guru Ryan Fry. It's his cousin, and he has a page on Facebook and YouTube called eNerdtainment. And he wanted to collab with NDNT and his stuff to promote both sides and get more eyes on both of us. So
Look at you being a talent of our group out here throwing yourself on collaborations. Proud of you.
I want NDNT to grow, and 3 years in, we have a lot of a very big catalog, so we can grow. So maybe we just need a good kick in the ass by somebody else.
Kick.
Come here, I'll kick you in the ass.
Please don't.
I'll kick you in the ass.
Will do nothing. But final thoughts. My final thoughts on Miles Morales actually has nothing to do with Miles Morales.
Let me guess. It's about blowing out your asshole.
1 month old DLC. 1 month old DLC. 1 month old DLC. 1 month of DLC.
DLC
This-
for what?
Pokemon. Okay, well, you have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. Tell everybody what's coming out with Pokemon, and go.
Ah, shit. Here we go again. Go stuff, Detective Pikachu stuff, Unite stuff, Master stuff, Cafe Remix stuff, DLC stuff. I did in less than 2 minutes.
What's the DLC called for Scarlet and Violet?
It's called The Hidden Treasures of Area Zero.
And why is one of our good friends talking about getting an apple?
Oh, because
Apple.
Applin evolves a third time. Because obviously it needed another evolution after already having 2.
But it's a different form. It's a candy apple.
But our baby boy Duraludon evolves. That thing is a monster.
All right,
Raikou has a
got 20 seconds.
Paradox, and Cobalion has a future paradox.
Oh, you
Alright.
forgot the upload.
How much does it cost before your 2 minutes is up?
$35, but it gives you both part 1, the
And for-
teal mask, and part 2, the indigo disc. Part 1 releases September 13th, which is a Wednesday, which upsets me because it's not viable to take that day off of work from anywhere because it's a Wednesday.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, no shit. So that's basically it, everybody. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, PS4, PS5, and PC. Go check it out. James, where can people find you? And what else were you gonna say?
But one more thing I was gonna say. Also, for anyone that finds Easter eggs, leave them down in the comment section. I'll give you one. So at the beginning of the game, when you're riding Rhino, pause the game and purposely miss when you're supposed to web shoot the like the mother and the baby out the way. You'll see Peter holding him, and Peter's looking back at you, going, "You're doing great, buddy!" And it's the most hilarious thing ever. But it's so sweet. Like it literally shows their bond. Where he's just like, "You're doing great, buddy."
How about the Insomniac logo when they're swinging in the mall?
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch. I was like, let's just see if people find them all, because I don't want to be that guy and say them all.
There's also a
can't.
very upsetting one. There's a very depressing one in the game, and it has to do with our Lord and Savior Stan Lee. Outside of his diner, they have a whole mural to him. It's not really an Easter egg, but it's sad. He did.
But it was a good. It was a nice thing where it was like the by the diner where his cameo was in the first one that they like honored him there. It was good.
Yeah, it was really nice to see it. It just sucks because we're not going to see him in any more Marvel movies. What the fuck is going on? All right.
Why are you bullying me?
What else is new?
Hey, what are we talking about next week?
I don't know. You tell me.
Into the Spider-Verse?
Oh, cool. We're talking Into the Spider-Verse, which means we're going to have James Fair on the show again.
That means I have my other suit. Cool, let's go.
And the following week,
You,
we're going to have
do
to
know
make
the notebook of all the Easter eggs, right?
What?
I have my whole entire notebook of Easter eggs from that movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Susie,
There's a lot.
it really looked like for a second that somebody had their leg resting on your head.
That's
Yep.
a little disturbing.
Yes.
So what were you saying about after Into the Spider-Verse?
We're going to have to make use of your YouTube because then we're doing Across the Spider-Verse.
I'm aware. That's why I got it. Also, I can probably figure out how to write it off during tax season.
And then we enter back to my realm.
That's not good.
After what did you have?
We're going to go be space cowboys.
The fuck is that? Space Cowboys.
Oh, Firefly.
What's that?
I thought you were talking about Cowboy Bebop. Never mind.
Is that a movie? Or a
No,
TV show?
It's a show. It's a TV show.
Well, somebody's gonna have to send me shit because I have no clue about what Firefly is.
It has our amazing friend Nathan Fillion in it, who's fucking amazing.
Oh,
No
I
idea
like
what-
Nathan Fillion. He should have been Nathan Drake.
Yes.
But, you know,
yes.
they had to get Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
Tom Holland still did a good job. I agree with you, but Tom Holland was amazing.
Will, where can
Oh, they-
people
they
find
could
you?
have-
I was gonna say whaling for Kafka and Star Rail, but I already did that.
Man, everything's been Star Rail with you lately.
It's a good game. Fucking play it, nerd.
I'm still playing Kingdoms. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Actually, speaking of
Otherwise, probably playing Fallen Order.
Oh, good for you! I'm happy you're getting back into that.
To beat that game so I can play Survivor, and then I need to play my PlayStation so I can actually be ready for Spider-Man 2.
So, why don't you turn around and ask your wonderful wife where people can find her, since she was here for this whole fucking episode after she told me she wasn't going to be.
Oh, I know where she's gonna be. She's gonna be watching Gear 5.
She's gonna be watching your asshole or the toilet?
Pointing at his dick, I think, but this right in front of him. Oh no, I'm not pointing at his dick.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure we were on
I'm
the same
pointing
page
at the
there.
Looney Tune.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
Currently
Will.
I was doing homework, which is why I was
I
down.
hear it. I appreciate you, Will. I can't get it out of my head now. All I hear is monkey, monkey, monkey.
It's not monkey, it's muke, because it's muscle. He's saying muscle.
Oh, but my new headphones, I can barely make it out because it gets really boomy.
All right, everybody. We're going to see you guys next week for Into the Spider-Verse. Be there, be squared. Join our Facebook pages, Twitter, and Instagram for more NDNT shit. Also, check out all our cool-ass merch.
And ready to
I have one problem with that statement.
hold on.
Okay, where I'm a shade, but like that's really hard.
This is that song from Spider-Verse.
All right, bye, everybody.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.